Questions 1 to 4.
You will hear two neighbours, a woman, Natasha, and a man, Colin, talking about running.
Hi, Natasha. See, you're going out for a run. You're lucky you don't have to go to work today.
Oh, hello, Colin. I am going to the office, but I've started running to work instead of taking the bus. It means I can keep fit and save some money.
Oh, I tried running to work for a while, but I didn't like breathing in all the traffic pollution, and I kept getting coughs. I soon went back to using public transport. I keep fit at the gym.
Well, I found a route that avoids most of the main roads.
But it's still almost 5 kilometres, and it must be dangerous.
That's why I choose quiet streets. If I could, I'd run in the country. That would be lovely. But it would mean leaving it till the weekends. Running gives me a wonderful feeling of freedom. It's just what I need before sitting down in the office every day.
But surely you don't wear your tracksuit and trainers at work.
Oh, I keep a suit at the office and change when I arrive. I think it's important to look professional, so I don't mind at all.
Anyway, since you're so fit, are you going to join in the big race next month?
I'd like to. What's the distance?
20 kilometres. Anyone can enter, and there are prizes for different age groups.
Even if I come last, it will still be good fun. Running on your own can sometimes get quite lonely. Are you going to take part?
Oh, yes. I've sent in my application form already. I'll get one for you. But I'm not going to train by running to work. I'll run round the park a few times when I get home in the evenings. That's safer.
OK. Anyway, I must go now or I'll be late. Bye.
Questions 5 to 8. You will hear a radio interview with a man called Harry Park, who is talking about the adventure travel company he runs.
Harry Park, you run a travel company which organises adventure holidays in some difficult places. How did you first become interested in adventure travel?
Well, my father worked in an insurance company once he had a family, but before that he'd spent several years travelling the world, and he never stopped telling us about it. His stories were much more exciting than the books I read, and they made me want to travel and have adventures of my own.
And what made you decide to start an adventure travel company?
Well, when I was in my 20s, I travelled a lot in different countries. I went exploring and climbing in mountains and deserts. I wanted to show other people how wonderful these things were. The business has been very successful, but when I started it, I didn't know if I'd make any money.
Your company's called Far and Wide. How did you choose the name?
Well, I just called it Park Travel at first, but everyone thought that was terribly boring. My wife kept suggesting different things, but in the end it was a customer who gave me the idea. Far and Wide is also the title of a book that a friend wrote, so it reminds me of him too.
Oh, great. The places you visit are usually very unspoilt, Harry. Some people think it's not a good idea to take tourists there. What would you say to them?
Well, most of the places we visit have no inhabitants, so we aren't going to spoil people's way of life or bring in things like television and fridges. And I make sure that we always take care of the environment. We are careful not to cause pollution, so we take all our rubbish away.
Some of the things you do are also dangerous. Do you enjoy danger?
Well, it's not a question of enjoying it. It's just that you can't do what I do without thinking about the possible dangers. I'm never frightened, though. If I'm taking a group up a mountain or something like that, I just concentrate on what I have to do and get on with it.
You've been to some fascinating places, Harry.
Questions 9 through 12.
Listen to a conversation between a student and a university advisor.
Now then, Mr. Vikstad, how can I help you?
Well, I'm thinking about transferring, but I'm not sure. I was hoping you could help me make a decision.
I'll try. Where are you thinking of transferring to, and why do you want to leave Cryptus U?
I'm thinking of going to Central University because it's in my hometown. I've been kind of homesick this year, and I haven't made many friends. I just feel so lonely. So I thought that maybe it'd be better to be closer to my parents and friends and all.
I see. And would you keep the same major if you transferred? What is it, business administration?
Yeah, I would. The credits I've earned here will transfer to Central. I've already checked.
May I ask why you chose to come to Cryptus University in the first place?
Sure. Well, the main reason is you have a great business school, and the second reason is that I wanted to get away from home.
You're right, Mr. Vikstad. We do have an excellent business school, but so does Central. The thing is, you've got almost a year under your belt here now. At Central, you'll be starting from scratch.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm a little bit familiar with Central because I had older friends who went there, and I visited it before I came here.
You know, freshman year is usually the hardest. I remember how homesick I was my first year. I'll tell you, I was ready to pack it in after the first 2 weeks. But the longer I stayed, the more comfortable I felt. By senior year, I was glad I chose to stay.
Really? Did it get a lot better your sophomore year?
Yes, it did. You might well find the same is true for you. Also, even though your credits here will transfer, you will have to take extra courses because Central has different requirements. You'll probably have to go to school for an extra year.
I hadn't thought about that. I'll have to check into it. Maybe I should give it one more year. I mean, it's probably good for me to learn to live away from my family and friends, right?
This is the end of Part 2.